What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode, but sadly, we're back to talk about the season finale of season 10 of Married to Medicine. Shamika, how you doing today?
We are good, like Toya says. They were shading her down in the Napa Valley. And then, so we cool.
We cool, we breezy. It's giving easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Amen. Yes. So, y'all, yeah, season finale. Let's just dive right into it. So we open up and the ladies are still at Hilton Head. I didn't realize this trip would be stretching on this long, but hey, y'all do your thing. And we're still, I guess, talking about Alicia putting away this $150,000, but she's saying that she did it for her kids. Her husband saying he don't know where the money went. Heavenly saying that Alicia's too honest. And sometimes she has to give little white lies so that things will go smoothly.
Do you subscribe to that ministry? What do you
I
think?
do. I do. Like, as much as I like to give Heavenly crap, one thing I will give her is that she's always been on a woman's side, and she's always said have your own thing on the side, have your own thing for yourself. Even though you're with this man, make sure you put down and save for yourself.
Like she's been saying this, and this is why I always reference was it season 3 with Jill, where Jill was trying to get all in Heavenly's face and da 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 da. Well, I have my husband and I work for my husband, and look how quick the husband left her, took the two kids, took the money, and she ended up what, arrested and back with her mother. Women, have your own.
Till this day we're still playing Where's Jill.
Thank
Like,
you.
nobody knows where she went, but okay, girl. But yeah, no, Heavenly has always been on that tip, like have your own, y'all, have your own. So hopefully Alicia listens to her.
Look here, she had Heavenly telling her, Simone telling her, Jackie telling her. Jackie went as far as to say, I buy the food and I put it in the pot like I cooked it. Simone has purposely destroyed the laundry so she would have to stop doing laundry. I mean, these are very good life lessons from people who have been married for 20 plus years.
Right? And honestly, Heavenly knows what she's talking about. So just listen. Not me saying
I mean, she is a relationship
that.
expert.
Girl, did she find Phaedra a man yet? From that little auction she tried to pull. Like,
Not everybody can be saved, not everybody can be helped.
honestly.
That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Ooh, so now we are at the aluminum dinner where all the ladies are dressed in silver. I kind of like Simone's outfit. I like Dr. Alicia's outfit because it's simple yet still flashy. I feel like Toya's outfit could have been more silver. I don't know, that's just me. Phaedra and her
I was disappointed.
Phaedra and her flashy self. It's cute. I like it. Um for Sweet Tea, I just feel like her boobs are so big. And I get it, girl. Show off what your mama gave you. But her deep cuts could not be so deep. You know what I mean?
I was watching it and I'm like, girl, I feel like one wrong move and it's giving wardrobe malfunction. It's giving Super Bowl 2004. And then, like, I don't know if I'm a little bit too conservative, but I'm like, especially because you're around these other women and their husbands, I would be like, just a little, tack it up a bit, put a little something under it to cover at least half of them.
Right?
The,
Like, I don't get it.
girl.
But Jackie and Heavenly's outfits look nice as well. I like it. And I honestly do like how Heavenly looks in her little cat suits.
Right?
Yes. So, okay, Heavenly, getting wins out here from Shamika.
Look here, we need to start keeping track because they don't come often
Nah, yo, y'all.
or at all. So let's keep track. That's two for two.
It is. in one episode. So,
I'm impressed.
girl, but the dinner was nice. I like how they did little flashbacks for all their good moments. And I do love how one of Cecil's favorite moments was when they were renewing their vows and Heavenly did it for them. So I thought that was sweet. What did you think?
You know what? That actually was one of my favorite episodes, and I would give Heavenly a 3 for 3 in this episode for her wins.
Yeah, no.
But Shamika, okay, what was your top memorable moment and top like child, sad moment of the whole series?
My top memorable moment on Married to Medicine. Okay, so this is hard because, first of all, this is Married to Medicine. For me, there is no top memorable moment. I remember so many moments that happened on this show, but can I just pick a theme for my memorable moment? Because I love when they have fun together. And like one of my favorite memorable moments, I guess, would be when Toya had that paint party and Heavenly was trying to act so conservative, but she was all over that naked stripper. I mean, model. I love that.
That's the kind of paint and sip I would go
Yeah.
to. It was giving.
Yeah. I love when they have like moments like that because it's so much fun to watch, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
I guess my Wu Chow moment, what would that be? There's so many. Ooh, my other favorite moment would be when Quad is talking down to the peasants of her new balcony of her new house. That moment will forever live on in my head. I don't know about everybody else, but it's like you can't have a
Of the peasants.
like that whole thing was just given super villain, and y'all are gonna listen to this. Like what? But no, that moment was one of the ones for me. Wu Chow moment. Okay, so if I'm gonna have a Wu Chow moment, I'm just gonna bring it way back to when Jackie tried to host a lemon squeeze because I get what she was trying to do, but I understand why she never held another lemon squeeze again.
Taking it back to season 1.
The lemon squeeze moment, yeah. Yeah, that's it for me. Because there's so many, like, woo, woo. Like that time when Heavenly said, yo, mama, and then okay, no, wait. That time when Mariah came in and she's talking about, do I need to show you the receipts, baby girl? Like, what? This is Married to Medicine. Like, there's so many moments.
Mariah's clapbacks to Heavenly were always top
Better
tier.
power wash this house. Like,
Set us all up for motherfucking what's it? Contamination.
yo, there's so much moments from this show. And this is like 13 seasons, 10 seasons worth of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's amazing. It's amazing. What are your moments?
Oh, I feel like that's so hard. If I'm gonna go like and follow in the sense of the themes, I love their medical missions, and I really wish they could bring those back
They should.
because we get the mess, we get the drama, and same way how you're talking about, we love to see them actually have fun together. I love to see how they come together as a medical community, whether they're doctors or the doctors' wives or husbands, and like everyone plays their part.
Yes. I love
And I
that.
feel like that's what set them apart from the other franchises. You know what I mean?
Mhm. No, it definitely did. I miss
So,
the Met Galas as well. I wonder where they stopped that. They need to bring that back.
right? First of all, we need some international trips or something because clearly, I guess people don't need the help in the States.
Like, come on. But no, I love the Met
Like, it makes
Galas.
sense.
I wish they would do those again because those are actually pretty fun. Like, they don't really do missions anymore.
Mm-mm. Not since the COVID episode or the COVID season,
That's right. COVID changed a lot, but y'all can bring it back now.
right? Put on your gloves, your mask, call it a
Right?
day.
Like, come on. Okay, but what's your woo child moment?
I feel like the obvious will always be Curtis cheated on Jackie,
Mm-hmm.
Simone and Cecil filing for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think those will always be the top two. There's nothing else in that show that was so negative to the point where you just had to like turn away. But those two moments, like you had to just like turn away. You were frustrated, like you wanted to like cry
Yeah.
because it's just like, why would you do that? Or why would you announce that and everyone looks up to your relationship?
I mean, I guess if everybody's looking up to it, you gotta show the highs and the lows. I don't think Jackie announced the cheating. I'm pretty sure that was put out there by the blogs, right? I don't think she had a choice in that.
No, like Simone and Cecil announced
Oh,
theirs,
Simone and
but the
Cecil.
cheating
Yeah.
with Curtis and Jackie, that just went viral.
Yes, but you know, not everything that glitters is gold. And I feel like sometimes people
True.
just need to know that. So while it was like a oh my gosh moment, like why would you guys say that? Or why would Simone? Because Simone was the one who said she filed for divorce or whatever. But people just need to know the truth. Like not everything is all shiny out here. Like and in her
You know what
saying
else came
that,
to mind?
but no, in her saying that, it actually helped them because look at how everybody rallied around them to help save their marriage, and they're still together.
But you know what? The little moment that just came to mind, though, forget their marriages for a sec, is when Simone found out that her father was dead. That just came back to mind.
Yes, and they all rallied around her. So
Hmm.
that's one of the things that is different and sets apart this show from Housewives as well is that when something happens, everybody is there for that one person. Remember that one.
Regardless how they feel about each other.
Yes. Yes. So,
Mm.
you know, but at the dinner, back to the the show, the aluminum dinner, when Simone asks if anybody has ever said to their spouse or whatever that they want a divorce and whatnot. And I don't know why, but I wasn't surprised that Toya and Eugene raised their hands
Not one bit.
because I don't know. But for me, it was kind of cute how Eugene was like, it was a wake up call for him to, like, I guess do better.
Was it cute? Was it really?
I had to think about that for a second. Um,
It just pretty much like emphasizes the point where everything leads back to Toya just not being pleasable, if that's even a word.
Thank you for saying that. But yes,
Because everything is Eugene saying like, oh, like I don't know, like it was a wake up call for me. What could I do? I never hear Toya take accountability for the negatives in their marriage. What could I do as the wife as well?
yeah, no,
Compromise,
yeah,
help him.
she does not, and that's why I'll be saying some prayers for Eugene because that's all we can do at this point. But they both can do better. But I feel like Eugene does enough. Like maybe that's just me. From what we see on the show, anyways, Eugene's always helping out. He's always helping out with the kids. He cooks. He helps Toya take her weave out. Like,
The man's working 12-hour days in ER,
that's a lot.
plus doing things at home, like all the big cooking and, like you said, helping with the kids. Toya, what you doing, boo?
I mean,
Because now I really got a question. What are you doing in that 8 to 12 hours when he's not home? That 6 hours when the kids are going to school?
this just brings me back to when Heavenly used to tell Toya that she does nothing.
And this is why where people get mad at Heavenly. You know who Heavenly reminds me of? Wendy Williams.
Just keep it real.
Because they don't care what the hell they say, but regardless of the fact, everything they say kind of comes back true in the end,
Yeah,
whether you want to accept it or not.
yeah, yeah. I don't know, but
They be knowing
they be
things.
knowing, okay? But I was also not surprised when Kima and Dr. Alicia raised their hands because, well, it's Kima. But the fact when she said that he was he was still expecting her to be cooking and doing all these things while she's pregnant and her feet are swollen. Like, listen, I see a lot of these discourses on Twitter where people are like, you have to be careful who you have babies for, and blah blah blah. And it's like, yo, the right man would not want you to be up there cooking.
Stewed chicken with swollen ankles.
Like, what? No. If anything, you should be bringing home the stewed chicken
They got no Jamaican restaurants down the street. It is Atlanta. There must be a Jamaican restaurant somewhere.
somewhere. Like, get it together. Yeah, no, he needs to like, whatever. But how did you feel about Heavenly comparing Damon to Kima?
Heavenly. Two things I'm gonna say before I get to that. Kima, when he was talking about how he took his wife seriously, and he never mentioned the fact, like, we were breaking, like, if we divorced, it'd be breaking up a home, I'd be losing my wife, disappointing disappointing my soon to be ex-wife, or broken marriage. This man says she's gonna be taking half of everything that I have. She'd be taking the money, she'd be taking the kids. Sir, so this is very much about you if we ever divorce. Great, noted. But in terms of Heavenly comparing Damon to him, I'm like, no, you should let that comment out. Maybe Damon is like him, but because of Damon's demeanor, we don't really see it that way.
But she did say that.
And Heavenly's demeanor, but I, I, I get it.
No, but she did say that.
Like, I see the vision.
She said that Kima is more vocal about it than Damon. And if we bring it back to Heavenly's like first season when she came on the show, Dr. Heavenly used to actually preach about being submissive to your man.
Heavenly's a damn lie. Heavenly's the same one who says my marriage is perfect. It is perfect. And it's not to say that it's perfect. It's because she's manifesting. It's because we will actually never know
Ever.
the holes in the marriages, because my girl stands on business. Her marriage is not for sale.
Yeah, but I don't think
So yes, be submissive.
Damon doesn't want to talk about it either.
Exactly.
Like, what?
So she gonna sell you a dream.
Right? And like, can we please, Dr. Heavenly, if you ever listen to this, can you please stop talking about your sex life in the confessionals? Because not only does it make Dr. Damon uncomfortable, but it makes the rest of us uncomfortable. So please stop doing it. That's a little request.
And she doesn't hesitate.
Yeah, but you can see Damon hesitating, his eyes be darting back and forth looking for a way out. Like,
Where is the emergency exit?
what?
Cut.
What? In that moment, he's looking for everything. I cannot.
They was just like, can we switch to the next couple or the next scene, please?
Yeah. What? Uh, I'm rooting for you, Damon, and I hope that one day she stops. So it's gonna happen for you.
We can only hope for the best.
Girl. But now we're at the Med Gala and Jackie is planning it or whatever with Heavenly and Phaedra at her office. And I'm just gonna fast forward to Simone at Toya's house or whatever. And Toya's talking about the wine, and Toya's saying how if she brings the wine, then why does she have to pay? Because she thinks that's crazy. And she's saying how Simone should have her back, which, pause, lets me know that Toya probably pushed Simone to kick Quad off the Napa trip, but whatever. Circling back to Toya saying that Simone should have had her back for not paying $1,000 for the Met Gala. And I just want to say, as much as I love Toya and Eugene's union, you guys were wrong in this moment. You guys were so wrong because what is it for you guys to drop $1,000 to help push this event?
If the audience could see my face right now, Shamika has seen the lights.
What?
I can see clearly now. The rain has gone.
Completely gone, y'all. The rose colored glasses are off, okay?
Thank you. Because I've had this issue watching the episode back. And I'm like, people like to talk about Jackie and Heavenly. We need to start looking at Simone and Toya.
Yes, we do. Because I did not like that at all. Like, I don't care. Toya and Eugene should have dropped $1,000 for the event. And now I see why, when we get to the moment, though, that Heavenly calls them out for it.
And the way that editing and production made it seem as if the moment happened out of nowhere when there's so much backstory. I be hating the way they edit things sometimes.
Like, honestly, it's the season finale. Give us an hour. What's an extra 15 minutes gonna do for y'all? Nothing. It'll do a lot for
Exactly.
me, though.
Just
Drop the extended
mm,
versions on Hey You. Like, keep it a buck.
that would be amazing.
Like, stop playing.
Because in that moment, first of all, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, she donated, and it's worth more than $1,000." But the donation was not something that they needed. There was never a pre-agreement that said, "Okay, like if you're not going to chip in financially, then you need to donate to have like the equivalent amount." And what you donate needs to be something that's actually needed for the event, that's beneficial. You donating your wine for your own free publicity, that's not needed, especially if drinks are already there, whether it's an open bar or a cash bar.
Yeah.
And it's $1,000 that all the other ladies paid. Jackie, what I think, paid the most of it anyways.
Mhm.
What's $1,000?
That's what I'm saying, especially for you.
Always flaunting the money. What is $1,000? I will never agree with
I don't
that.
get that. And even so, same way, that $1,000 could have still came from Eugene because, okay, Toya donated this $1,400 wine, but what are you bringing, Eugene?
And the fact that Toya actually had an attitude, because for once Simone was standing on business when it came to Toya
Mm-hmm.
and didn't side with her bad behavior.
Yeah.
You know what that scene started to remind me of? Of Simone and Toya in the driveway. And Simone goes, "And you don't think,"
She's
as
walking
she's
around
like
her.
circling around Toya.
She don't think.
I'm thinking.
Like, what? Yeah, no. And yeah, like I didn't like that moment. And Phaedra too saying that if she can donate and pay, then why can't like Toya can do the same thing?
First of all, I loved Phaedra in that moment right there where she goes, "Well, I'm a real boss because I can donate and I can pay."
Right?
Mm.
Like,
I said, "I know that's right."
right? Yeah, no. And I didn't like how Toya brought up taking them to Napa because okay, that was more for you than anything else. You're bringing up taking them to like the wineries and all that stuff. Like, excuse me? Was that not a trip for fun? Why are you bringing that up?
Well, the same way she got upset at Eugene for doing the bacon restaurant date for him is pretty much equivalent to her bringing the girls to Napa for herself.
Like, honestly, in this moment, like, all my Toya dislike just came flooding right back from season 1.
Could have left the girls in Atlanta. We could have got an international trip.
Like, I don't
I'm
understand.
just saying.
I don't understand what was so wrong with still giving $1,000?
1,000. Like, and they really fought against $1,000?
It doesn't make sense, honestly, but no, I was a little bit dying when Heavenly was telling people not to get Toya's wine because she didn't pay to sponsor the event.
I mean, I can't even be mad at it. You have a whole pop-up banner.
Yeah.
Oh, but people are getting my wine for free. Girl.
Yeah, and I'm with Simone, like not everybody drinks wine. So,
Exactly. You know, Simone like her good tequila.
right?
Jackie likes herself a good alkaline water.
What?
Heavenly likes her crown.
What? We Sweet Tea likes her Patron, so
Uh, exactly.
girl, I don't know.
Ugh,
Maybe she
she
should have
irritated
created a
me.
Patron or something.
Right? Something to loosen them up a
No,
bit.
I don't know. Yeah, like it was just weird, but the event promoter also taking down Toya's sign because she didn't pay. Girl, just pay. Honestly, I feel so bad for saying this, but it's pretty much giving she don't pay. Like she by Sheree, she don't pay. Like pay. Like just
Is Toya the charade of Married to Medicine?
what? What? Just
That
pay.
is not a compliment.
I don't I don't understand. Like, no. Oh, whatever. So Heavenly is now giving the speech and she like, says thank you to Dr. Jackie and then she's like, thank you to the beautiful Simone and then Toya's like, actually, it's Dr. Simone. But yeah. And then Heavenly's like, oh, where's Toya? Toya, where is she? And Toya's like, I'm right here, but my husband's there and he's fine. And then Heavenly's like, Toya did not pay, y'all. She did not pay. I was dying
Don't
because
start none, won't be none.
period. Why did you bring that up? And you know what's funny is I actually seen the clip before I saw the episode. So I was like totally on Toya's side at first because I'm like, oh my gosh, why would Heavenly do that? Toya kind of looks sad or whatever. But now when I actually watched the full episode, I'm like, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Sorry.
Don't come for me if I don't send for you.
Period.
And see, and this is why I love not only watching the show, but I love watching Heavenly and Carlos like every Monday night because Heavenly will tell you what actually happened in the scenes that were cut out.
Hmm.
And what actually happens that Eugene had the nerve to go up there and thank his wife like she actually contributed financially and like she was a whole sponsor. No, honey, you were a donor and a donor that we did not ask for.
What? Why would you
Yes.
do
So
that?
Eugene went up there first. And you see, and then they get mad when they call the man Eugene and stay out of the women's business.
It's not even that. It's just
I
like
get it.
we get that you want to stand up for your wife or whatever, but be more reserved about it. And if that's the case, then what you could have done was just direct people to Toya's booth and been like, hey, my wife bought the wine. Would you like to try it? That's all you could have done. You didn't have to go take the mic and make a whole speech about it.
Made a whole speech. So that's already strike one. Then you have Toya now who's gonna say, oh, Dr. Simone Whitmore. And Heavenly said like she never meant no disrespect. It
Hmm.
was like complete oversight because she said, Dr. Jackie and the beautiful Simone,
Yeah.
like, doctor and doctor.
Yes.
Oversight, not trying to sage Simone or diminish her.
Yes.
But Toya had to go and open her mouth now and trying to embarrass Heavenly. You go low, Heavenly's going straight to hell.
What?
We know this. Don't poke the bear.
Nah, and she been poking since she didn't want to pay. Like, nah, honestly, I've had to plan some events with some cheap people. And when I tell you that it's not fun to do stuff with people like
Nope.
that, like if you know that you want to plan an event a certain way, then you need to find like-minded people like that, because if you don't, you're just going to be upset for no reason. You're going to be upset
Oh, fact.
you want to spend $150 on food, but other people don't want to split the $150 cost. So now you're spending $100 while everybody else is splitting the $50. Okay. So, no, it's just a mess. It's not fun to plan things with people who don't want to pay. So,
No, your limits play within it, but for something that was literally arranged by all the ladies, I think it should have just been automatically mandatory that they all pitch in the at least the bare minimum. Now, if you feel to give more, you can give
yeah.
more. Like Jackie's in a position to give more, considering
Mhm. Yeah.
she does make maybe the most money out of all the ladies.
Yeah.
She doesn't have that much at home
Mhm.
responsibilities, so she gonna donate.
Yeah.
Heavenly's an empty nester.
Mhm.
She gonna donate. Phaedra is a Jamaican woman with 10 million jobs. She's gonna donate.
Period. Yeah, I did not know Phaedra owned 3 funeral homes. Do you know? Okay, I'm probably gonna sound so like, Shamika for saying this, but like, all I'm gonna say is that people die every day. People are planning
No
funerals
facts.
every day. Okay, I just know Phaedra's working in the dough. From I heard she owns 3 funeral homes. People die every day, y'all. And that's all I'm saying. Funerals are not cheap. A coffin alone is like 10 grand. And then you gotta buy the land for you to be buried in. And then you gotta buy the headstone. And then if you want to add a little tree, that costs another 10 to 15 grand. If you want to add a little tree to your little plot, if you want to add a bench, that's another 10 to 15 grand. Like, yo, when I tell you, funerals are not cheap and people die every day.
Look here. When I learned, we had someone in our family who just passed recently. And it's been what? Let's say it's been 2 years since my aunt died. Okay. So it's been 2 years between these two people. And to see that now a hole in the ground is already $9,000, and you have to go outside of Toronto to get a cheaper plot.
That's crazy.
I said, "Excuse me,
Nah,
we might be in the wrong business,
that's what I
child.
said. I've been saying
If
this.
only I could handle that kind of thing emotionally, I think I would switch careers."
Like, what? But no, there was a funeral show on Netflix where this family owned a funeral home. And as whenever I remember, I will let you know. But they owned a funeral home and it was a black family, I think in Atlanta. And from then, I knew I was doing the wrong thing with my life.
Mm.
I was like, what? So yeah, Phaedra owns 3 funeral homes, y'all, and that's all we need to know. That is all we need.
Phaedra's smart. She ain't winning a case, so why not?
That's all we need to know, y'all. So, girl, but yeah, she can pay. Quad shows up to the event. It at the Med Gala. Hey, Quad, she got it. She
Miss
got it.
Quad, Miss Quad. She got
She got
it. She
it.
got it.
Yes. And honestly, I was so happy. I was so happy to see my girl back on the screen. I just want to shout out that I know people who have personally said they stopped watching when Quad came off, when they kicked Quad off the show. So we're all happy over
She's
here.
back, y'all.
Yes. So we are all happy over here. I thought it was funny that as Quad is coming in, Toya is leaving. So
You think it was on purpose or just like the irony of the
I think it
timing?
was the irony of the timing because it literally came off the heels of Heavenly saying Toya didn't pay. Yeah.
True say.
So, and okay, wait, sidebar. We didn't talk about Eugene grabbing Damon's arm the way that he did. Don't ever do that again. You know that Eugene is always gonna back up. I mean, Eugene Damon is always gonna back up Heavenly, no matter what, if she's wrong or not. And to be honest, that's one of the things I love about Damon is because he will back her up in public, but I know for a fact he probably goes home and he'd be like, you know, you were wrong, right?
And it's all about balance and how you do it. Like Eugene was trying to do the same for Toya, but he was being too extra with it.
Yeah,
Damon's just like, yo, like I understand, but again, that's the women's business. They're gonna fight today and keep it tomorrow. Let them do them, but I'm gonna speak to her when I get home.
right.
Hence why we don't have that damn YouTube. But carry on.
Mm. I do want to say though that I feel like she should keep the YouTube until the reunion's over. It's only like what, three more
Thank you.
episodes? Like,
That damn tweet got her in trouble. Now she said they told her to stop doing it, and then Daddy told her no more YouTube. Heavenly, we had 3 episodes. We had the reunion.
that's it.
Ugh.
Like, well, hopefully she does something with Carlos on the side, but
Just stream it from Carlos's channel at this rate. I'm gonna get you your Patreon, boo, because I need to see what you're saying about this reunion.
right. So, yes, Quad enters the building, y'all, and Jackie throwing shade about who invited Quad. The people. We the
When she's
people.
supposed to be the peacemaker.
We the people invited Quad. We the people at home who miss Quad since y'all told her to go home at Napa. We the people invited Quad to the Med Gala, okay? If you must know, like, it was me. Like, what? But
It was time.
yeah, so whatever. Quad is saying hi to everyone. She says hi to Sweet Tea and asking Sweet Tea if she can give Greg a hug. And Greg's like, sure, or whatever. But honestly, I see a lot of people like trying to. I don't know if people are really trying to dog Quad out for that moment, but honestly, if Quad wants to come in and be cute and classy, let her do that because she could have came in and been bitter and walked past them, cut her eye, and then you guys still would have had something to say. So
They would have said she's pressed. She's
exactly,
jealous.
yeah, yeah, no. So whatever. And you can tell Dr. G was still feeling a little something something. I don't care what anybody wants to say, but you can see it on my screen of my TV. I saw all the emotions on his face, honey. So
Look here, his soul escaped his body. He took too long to release the hug. You saw the hand just kind of linger
yeah.
as he was pulling back. My man looked, if this was a cartoon, he would have been drenched in water and sweat. Like his head was going to explode because he didn't know what to do with himself.
Right? And then Sweet Tea asking him like, "Oh, how do you feel?" or whatever, and he's like, "I feel confused." Confused.
This is why I heavily keep saying this man keeps disrespecting the girl. Your I feel confused. What are you
What are you
confused about?
confused about? You just
You and this woman divorced 5 years ago. What are you confused about? You have a whole new wife here. What are you
like
confused about?
you're fine. Like that's what you should say. You should say I'm fine. Like I'm good. Like I don't understand
Like you should have been like, irks. You should have stopped the hug.
that too.
Pulled a Jamie King and just irksed her
That
back.
too. But whatever, Dr. Jean, do what you gotta do. But it was real funny when Sweet Tea had to like push his face so that she can give him a kiss. Did you book that?
Yeah. No, what's even funnier, and I wonder if this was a coincidence or a setup, that Quad and Sweet Tea were both dressed in like cleavage filled black sequence dresses,
Or
but Quad's own just looked more put
or
together.
maybe he has a type.
The type be
Yeah,
typing.
clickety clacketing on the keyboard typing. So Maybe he just has a type when it comes to how women dress.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. But how do you feel about Simone saying that Quad should have picked up the phone from Napa?
Simone is starting to really irritate me this season. And this is why I keep saying y'all need to look at Simone and Toya the same way you look at Jackie and
Hmm.
Heavenly and criticize. Because Simone is becoming like, in a sense, like Toya's, I want to say mouthpiece, but like her way of thinking, it's very Toya-esque at this point.
Yeah.
And people have made it clear from Quad's interview to Mariah's interview that Simone is doing things just to, in a sense, please
And
Toya
it's like,
or to please
why?
other people. And it's like, why are you not thinking for
Like,
yourself?
I don't get that.
You never had an issue with Quad. You technically should have never had an issue with Mariah.
No, nah, that too. She should not have had an issue with Mariah. And if we want to take it back, I always want to take it back, y'all. I'm just letting you know that.
Take it back,
Taking it
girl.
back to when Simone, when Quad and Mariah had their little falling out, and Simone was like, "Oh, it's okay, Quad. We're not going to go to any more of Mariah's events. If Mariah invites us somewhere, we're not going to go to it." And then two twos in like the next scene or the next episode, Mariah invites Simone to an event. And what does she do? She goes. After she's the one who opened up her mouth to say, "We're not going to go to that girl's events no more." And da 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 da.
So when I say that Simone is the low key villain of the show, go back and watch the receipts.
Yes, because.
I call me biased, but it's not Jackie. Jackie has her faults and there's shit Jackie should have never done, but Simone is actually the villain.
They're both the villain.
She the villain. Simone over Jackie. I'm sorry. Simone be leading the charges in these
She
exclusions. She
do.
riding the
She
fence.
do.
She talking loud without actually saying anything. Simone is low key the villain,
She do.
and y'all just don't want to accept it.
She do be leading the charge for all the exclusions of the group, and it's just wild to me. But whatever.
You exclude your best friends from your son's graduation for a girl you met 3 days ago.
Like, girl,
I will never forgive Simone for that.
always doing the most. Honestly,
Doing the most.
I don't know. But Quad did not need to pick up the phone and call you guys after you guys were the ones who booted her from the trip.
The right thing would have been like, Simone, hey, Quad. So, you know what? Napa was a little rough, but we definitely still need to talk about where our friendship stands. So, we can either do a one on one, we can do another sit down with the girls and really just hash it out. Why would Quad call you?
Like, I don't
You
know.
decided to be Toya's lapdog and boot her out. Toya should have been the one to speak, first of all. It was her event.
Yeah, Toya should have been the one.
You got me mad all over again.
What?
You got me mad all
Oh.
over again.
Yeah, no, Toya should have been the one to speak up and been like, "Hey, girl, I actually don't want you on this trip. So, like, whatever. It should not have been Simone. Simone's always, like you said, leading the charge when it comes to kicking people out, booting people off this imaginary island that they think they be living on. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. And I just want to say that, we did talk about them like rallying around people when they needed it. And I don't feel like they rallied around Quad when she needed it. So that's why she's been the way she's been all these years against you guys. So sorry.
I'm really trying to think of a moment that they've actually ever shown of Quad like needing it, and you're actually right. I think other than like when she was going through her divorce and she tried to open up, and every time she tried to open up, like Mariah, Simone, like someone would shut her
Mm-hmm.
down, or Heavenly would accidentally overtalk.
Yep.
The only person she went to one on one was when she went to Jackie's house to speak to Jackie about it. And maybe that's Quad's thing. Like the one on one works better
Yeah,
for her.
because she's able to get out what she wants to say. So, yeah, no. So I don't know, y'all, but y'all need to figure that out. But I don't think, in my eyes, and this is gonna sound real petty, I don't think Quad needs to do anything. You guys need to call Quad. You guys are holding on to Toya's grudge for Quad.
And Toya is not
Not at
innocent.
all. Like season 1, episode 1, y'all. Roll them tapes back and go look at when
Ugh.
Toya runs into Quad and their first interaction at that bar. And that's all I need to say. Roll your tapes back.
Toya be rewriting
All
history.
the time. All the time. Gosh. It makes no sense, but whatever. That's the same way how this is how the cookie crumbles. This is how the finale ends, y'all. This is how she ends.
Two things I kind of wish that. No, not really two. One thing I kind of wish they addressed. I wish they introduced Jackie's foster sons because I see people online going, "Who's these two guys following behind Jackie? Who's the big guy following behind Jackie?"
Mm-hmm.
We need that storyline next year. I don't want to see no more of you in the office. Show us the family life. Like, how comes we never see Jackie, Simone, Cecil, and Curtis together?
Anymore.
We got one scene of that last season, and that was it.
Yeah, you're right. They don't really do like the. You know what? You're right. This season, we didn't see Jackie and Simone like one on one like that.
No Kiki. Shamika, we did not address Anila. Why
Um,
was she there? We
we didn't
we questioned Quad. Why was Anila there and bringing up Quad's name in the 2 seconds of camera time that she
we
got?
didn't address Anila because we forgot about Anila because I honestly forgot. I'm sorry.
A non mother effing factor.
But no, from the moment she was asking about Quad when Toya was getting her hair done, I muted her. I muted her from my ears. I muted her from my because why are you bringing up Quad with Toya asking her if Quad is gonna be there? And I'm pretty sure that you know Toya does not talk to Quad. So why would you ask her that?
Look here, the girl's so fake when she goes, I don't even know why I was friends with Quad. And apparently she was saying that to Dr. G. Girl, you don't even know Dr. G. When Anila came on, Dr. G was out of the picture.
That's what I'm saying. Like you are delusional.
Ugh.
But wait, I think she was saying something to the effect that she used to be friends with his ex.
Yeah, and she doesn't understand why she was friends with her. Girl,
What was Dr. G supposed to say in that moment? Like, you know what? I would actually
I wish they showed it.
I would actually hate to be Dr. G if every 2 seconds someone's coming to me talking about my ex.
Now, I'm definitely a hypocrite because I am saying that you are on the show that the ex built, Miss Sweet Tea, so they're going to
I
talk
mean, there's
about
that
her.
too.
But in terms of Dr. G, since he was on it too, like, out of all things to say to the man, that's what you go to him with?
Like, you can't ask him how the weather is. I don't know.
Hi, sir. Nice to meet
I
you.
don't know, but like, yeah, that's why we didn't talk about Neela. Cause why? Why? I don't know. But let's hope that next season they also bring back mission trips because that would be fun. A time for them to fly out for real. Because I don't understand how they did their 10-year trip to Hilton Head.
That's still so wrong. I really want to know who's behind that. What do you want them to address in the reunion?
I want them to address why Quad always got attitude for going on the couple trips as a single woman, but Phaedra was able to do that without scrutiny.
Mm-hmm. I just want to see Apollo. I want to know for what godforsaken reason they decided to bring Apollo. We haven't seen the man. We haven't even seen a picture of the man all season,
All season, man, his face shows up at the reunion.
suit and all.
Like, I don't get it. So I want them to ask Toya, what does she want? Like, what do you really want from Eugene? Like, what is it? Like, you know that meme?
What's missing?
You know that meme where the guy's asking the girl, like, what does she want to eat? And she's saying, I don't know. And he's like, what do you want? And she's like, I don't know. What do you want? Like, what is it? What do you want, Toya? Like, I don't.
Tell me what she wants. Tell me why Curtis. What business Curtis got going on in the DR? Let's take that international trip to DR.
Period. I don't know if anybody watches Potomac, but I'm gonna just put this out there. So, one of the most recent episodes of Potomac, Karen was saying that Ray goes to the DR every year. So it's like a yearly thing for him, and he goes every year, I guess, to play golf or whatever. I don't know. But then the other ladies were like, how that's that's a spot for men to like hook up with ladies, like, and not be seen, I guess. So all I'm gonna say is, Jackie, watch your back. And I got your back on this still. But that's what the ladies of Potomac were saying. So
That doesn't seem far off.
yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I also want them to bring up Heavenly comparing Damon to Kima. How
Mm-hmm.
Damon feels about that. But I don't think he feels any way. Like, I think he's actually cool with that comparison, so we'll see.
Do you, boo?
What do you want them to bring up at the reunion? If I think of any,
I'm with you on Phaedra. I just want to know what was the thought process of bringing Phaedra on to Married to Medicine. I can honestly say I actually didn't mind Phaedra on this season, but I just don't understand her position on the show.
I don't I don't get it either. I don't know. Like, what did Phaedra bring to Married to Medicine this season?
Not a goddamn thing.
I guess we got Reiki.
She secured herself by bringing Apollo to the reunion.
That, because I don't know. I want them to address telling Quad to go home from the Napa trip.
Yep.
Like, you guys really need to address that. Um Honestly, that's the only thing I really want them to address, because I miss Quad in the episodes that she was not in. And honestly, if we get to ask the producers questions, like, why is it that when they took Quad, like they told Quad to go home from the Napa trip, you guys didn't show her in any episodes? I would love to see Quad single and living it.
First of all, she should have been included in those flashbacks.
That
Like she's a
too.
part of the 10 years whether you like it or not.
She is. And yeah, she is. I'm just thinking about that moment when Dr. G fell to the floor and foam was coming out his mouth. That could have been part of one of the bad moments. Like,
Yeah, oh,
like, I don't know, but I feel like they could have shown more Quad even if she wasn't a part of the group. I feel like she still could have had maybe a couple more one-on-ones with them, since Simone was so eager to talk to her. Maybe they could have facilitated a meetup between Simone and Quad or something.
this is why I say the one-on-ones work better, but we've seen one-on-ones with Simone and Quad in the past, and
I mean, there's that too,
mm,
but They need to address why they didn't show Quad again until the Med Gala. Cause how many episodes was she in? Like 3 or 4?
For like not even 10
Yeah,
minutes.
so they need to address that. So I don't know. Is there anything else you want them to address?
That's pretty much it. As much as I love our ladies, like it wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be this season. And a lot of things are just drawn out.
Yeah, a lot. Because we didn't need to argue with Simone for
No.
2 episodes about Hilton Head.
I want them to address Sweet Tea talking about her favorite thing about being married or engaged is access to the money.
That too. But hey, girl, dig for gold where you can.
Mm-mm. Remember, she's digging for copper.
According to Heavenly. Yo. Wow. Can't believe it, y'all. 10 seasons of Our Ladies doing it big. And I can't wait for the reunion.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait for the reunion. So honestly, the reunion seems a little lit. So I'm excited for that. I hope we get Quad for the full 3 hours on the couch. And that's it.
Agreed. Don't have her hanging off like a friend of.
Right? Like, yeah, so on that note, we are going to code fuchsia it out of here. Get our scrubs on,
Ooh, that's
right? Fuchsia is a
pretty.
pretty color. Yes, y'all, get our scrubs on, do what we gotta do, and get out of here. And we will, or you will hear from us come reunion time.
Let's go.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.